infinite being of light. In this video, I will give you very simple and effective tools that uses process of self-inquiry, which will allow you to become self-aware, expand your awareness, and heal your relationships with yourself and others. And as you probably noticed already in your life, I certainly noticed in mine, that close and intimate relationships trigger the deepest thought patterns that cause us suffering. And so today I will give you a very simple method of releasing those negative thought patterns and finding your inner peace, the truth, the light, the love that you are. That is a very liberating experience. Self-awareness is ability to observe your own mind, to watch how the thoughts arise and what these thoughts are all about. When we were young, we learned a particular belief systems about ourselves and the world, which weren't ours. They were given to us by parents, society, teachers in the process of human domestication, in order for us to be fit in that social standards that we were born into. And we believed these ideas. And as soon as we believe a concept, then we are under the influence of it. We are then lose our freedom. We are constricted by it. We are then in jail of our own mind, the belief systems of our own mind. And so the process I will give you will able to break through those beliefs that we created for ourselves with help of others, and truly experience yourself as an infinite and unlimited being who has infinite and unlimited possibilities in his life. Every thought creates an emotion in our body. Heavy emotions, negative emotions, are caused by thoughts that are lies, that are not true, the thoughts and beliefs that we learn from someone about ourselves. I'm not worthy, I am not loved, etc. Those are quick. And so the easiest ways to catch is to observe and pay attention to your emotions. And so before you lash out and react to the person who triggered that thought and emotion in you, just observe, connect with the emotion, and remember that if it's negative emotion, the thought behind it is a lie. If it's a positive, very light, beautiful emotion, then a thought behind it is true. And of course, you want to keep the good ones, you want to keep the truth. So step number 2, or let's say step number 1 in the process. And the process I'll give you, I didn't invent it. I learned it from Katie Byron, who is an enlightened teacher, who experienced her Buddha mind and her Buddha being. And she wrote a very good book. It's called A Mind at Home with Itself, and I highly recommend it. So this is a process. When you observe the negative emotion, take a pad of this. This is a process that I did today. It was amazing with my partner. It was really amazing, liberating. And you write down how what you think about that person. So whatever poison you have, whatever opinions you have about that person who just triggered you, usually a close one, your mother, your partner, your child, somebody who's in family, you just write it down. Don't give it to them right now. Write it down. And then the second thing you want to write down is how these thoughts make me feel. And you write down how, like, go to the bottom. If you need to cry, if you need to scream, do it, but you write it down. That's how I feel honestly. And the third statement you want to write down is, what would I be without this thought? And you imagine you don't have this thought anymore. And it might take you a little time to answer, to write down this statement. So if you cannot write it down, just write the statement, what would I be without this thought? You can just leave it empty and come back to the first one. Your opinions about the person. And you ask a question. Is it true? And when you're very upset with someone, you will be like, yes, it's true. This person is a complete asshole, you know? And then the second question is, do I absolutely know that this is true? And there are only two possible answers, yes or no. It cannot be like, yes, but, maybe, I don't know. Yes or no. Really connect with this question, open your mind, and let the answer come to you. And if it's a lie, whatever you wrote, the truth will come to you, and usually the answer is no. I don't know absolutely that this person hates me, that he wants to hurt me, etc. I don't know for sure. Maybe the person goes, through something herself or himself. In the next step, you read your first statement and you turn it around, supplementing you to I. And this is my example. This is what I wrote this morning. Such a person, I will not tell the name, is a pathetic survivalist, cheap shit, a princess, and he wants to be taken care of. He does not cherish me. So that's my statement about the person when I was angry. And then I flip it around. So this is how it goes now. I am a pathetic survivalist, cheap shit, a princess, and I want to be taken care of. Oh my God, so true. I don't cherish me. And when I read this and about myself, which I just wrote, it's very eye-opening. Because truly our partners hold a mirror for us, and they trigger the deepest lies that we are carrying within our unconscious, within our body. And so we can be very grateful to our partners because they giving us the opportunity to clear all that unnecessary garbage, which stops your development. It stops your excellence, your greatness. It's on the way of your light. So you want to get rid of that. And this is a powerful method to do that. And so with the last sentence, I don't cherish me, immediately the question arose in me. How do I cherish me? How am I to be to cherish me? And the answer immediately came. I care about how I feel, always. No suffering. So the way I cherish myself, I care about how I feel. So I want to feel good in every situation. I don't want to be triggered by my thoughts and start to feel miserable with the person who is obviously loves me and wants to be close to me and want to be supportive, and like I don't want to doubt somebody's love. And so last statement, now I was ready to write it down. Who I would be without this thought pattern. That statement that I wrote before, that ugly, nasty stuff that came up in me, is a reaction to somebody doing something or saying something. And so the answer in my case was, I would be free. I would have peace and balance. I would be in my own joy and prosperity, would enjoy being well and having anything, the best of everything, and happily sharing. I would have no fear of lack. And then also I realized that that belief system, it came from my one of my family members actually, who was always like that. And I was around that family member, and I learned as a child, because children they're not born with fears of anything. They just openly enjoying and sharing themselves with the world, and they're open to the world. Like everything is good, everything is awesome and excellent. And then we start to shut down and shut down and shut down. So this process helps you to undo all of that shutting down and really be the light and love that you are in every single situation, and bring the best of others. Reflect only the amazing stuff. And I like to do that because I believe that when you only reflect the best of the person, by looking in their own mirror, which you're reflecting, eventually begin to believe that that person is amazing and excellent and good. Because lots of people carrying that negative beliefs about themselves, and that's why they're miserable. The guilt, the shame, the unworthiness. So you see, this is twofold process. Not only you healing yourself and you unravel your own gold within, you also then being able to hold the mirror to your loved ones and anyone in the grocery store, and show their greatness. And so you are then healing the world, because you're only showing the best in people. And when people see that about themselves, they start to believe that they're good. And then in turn, they spread that light. So let the light go viral. Let the light go viral. And so the whole world will be on fire of light and love. And that would be such a wonderful world to live in. Namaste.